Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the matchbox race, Redline Derby matchbox race. All right, here we are. We got 24 cars. First off, we got from Mr. Zizza Prime in the house. First time at Duplin County Motor Speedway. We got Reynolds Law. We got Southern Diecast. We got old Mikey Boy. We've got Puff. Stone Cold. Highway 55. And first time at the track, we got Boggs Family Racing. I think we got 3, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 20, 23... 26 cars, I believe. I think I'm right. 3, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 18, 21, 24. Yep. All right, first off the trailer. I'm going to pick Stone Cold. Taking on Reynolds Law. Reynolds Law going to go in lane number 1. Stone Cold, driving that Corvette. Oh. Here we go. Stone Cold in 2, Reynolds Law in 1. Here we go, guys. I want to welcome everybody today to the Matchbox race. Woo! Stone Cold going a 14.55 to... Reynolds Law's 14.59, and we'll switch. All right, Stone Cold in 1, Reynolds Law in 2. Reynolds Law's got to be the 14.55 to move on. Here we go. Ooh, Stone Cold going a 14.58 to Reynolds Law's 14.68, and Stone Cold will move. Next up, we've got Zizza Prime taking on Highway 55. All right. Highway 55 going in 1. Zizza going in. Highway 55 going in 2. Zizza in 1. Here we go. Oh, and Zizza going a 14.75 to Reynolds Laws. To Highway 55's 15.05. We'll switch lanes. Zizza in 2. Highway 55 KO in 1. He's got to beat a 14.75 to move on. Ooh, and Zizza going a 4. Got him a little faster that time. Going a 14.72 to a 15.03. And Zizza will. Next up, we've got Boggs Family Racing. Taking on Flip. Not Flip. I call him Flip. Puff. Puff going in lane number 1. Reynolds, Boggs Family Racing. Going in 2. Here we go. Ooh. Boggs going to 14.80 to Puff's 14.96, and we'll switch. All right, Puff in 2. Boggs in 1. Puff got to beat a 14.80 to move on. Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened on that one, but anyhow. Boggs going to 14.66 to Puff's 15.76, and Boggs will move on. Next we got Raging Ricky taking on Mikey Boy. Mikey Boy going in lane number 1. Raging Ricky in 2. Here we go. Big shout out to these two guys. Always supporting here at CRK. A Mikey boy going a 1467 to Raging Ricky's 1477, and we'll switch. All right, Mikey boy into Raging Ricky 1. Raging Ricky's got to beat a 1467 to move on. No, he beats him to the line that time, but Mikey boy had a run of 1467. So, anyhow, Raging Ricky going to 1471, but it won't be enough. The Mikey boy's 1474, and Mikey boy will. Next up, we got Southern Diecast. Taking on Highway 55. Highway 55 going in 1. Southern Diecast in 2. Here we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, wow. Southern Diecast putting on a challenge to a 1442 to Highway 55's 1514, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Southern Diecast in 2. Highway 55 KO in 1. He's got to beat a 1442, which is the fastest time tonight. Woo! Southern Diecast making a statement. Going to 1450 to Highway 55's 1514, and Southern Diecast will move. Next up, we got Zizzer Prime. Taking on Reynolds Law. Reynolds Law going in lane number 2. Zizzer going in 1. Here we go. Oh, man. Reynolds Law going to 1471 to Zizzer's 1473, and we'll switch lane. Zizzer in 2. Reynolds Law in 1. Zizzer got beat a 1471 to move on. Here we go. Oh, Reynolds Law going a 1476 to Zizzer's Reynolds Law going a 1475 to Zizzer's 1476, and Reynolds Law will move on. Next up, we got Puff taking on Raging Ricky. Raging Ricky going in lane number 1. Puff going in lane number 2. Here we go. Wow. Puff going to 1467 to Raging Ricky's 1489, and we'll switch. All right, so Puff in 1, Raging Ricky in 2. Raging Ricky got to beat a 1467 to move on. Wow, Raging Puff going to 1464 to Raging Ricky's 1498, and Puff will move on. Next up, we've got Stone Cold taking on Highway 55. Highway 55 going in 1, Stone Cold in 2. Here we go. Stone Cold going to 1488 to Highway 55's 1536, and we'll switch. All right, Stone Cold in 1, and Highway 55 and 2. He's got to be the 1488 to move on. Going to 1481 to 1451 to a 1541, and Stone Cold will move. Next up, we've got Zizzer taking on Raging Ricky. Raging Ricky going to go in 1. Zizzer in 2. Here we go. Zizzer going to 1488 to Raging Ricky's 1504, and we'll switch. Zizzer in 1. Raging Ricky in 2. Got to be the 1488 to move on. Zizzer going to 1494 to a 1510, and Zizzer will move. Next up, we got Boggs taking on Reynolds Law. Reynolds Law going to go in lane number 1. And Boggs going on 2. Here we go. Oh, Boggs going to 1461 to Reynolds Law 1478, and we'll switch. All right, Boggs in 2, Reynolds in 1, 2. Reynolds got to be the 1461 to move on. Boggs in 1, Reynolds in 2. Boggs going to 1468 to Reynolds Law 1493, and Boggs will move on. Next up, we got Boggs' final car taking on Highway 55. Boggs going to 1466 to a 1525, and we'll switch lanes. Boggs into Highway 55 in 1. Got to be the 1466 to move on. He put the gap sauce on him. Going to 1482 to a 1521, and Boggs will move. And next up, the final round of the first round, Reynolds Law is going to go in lane number 1, taking on Highway 55's last entry. Yes. 1460 to a 1570. All right. Highway 55 and 1. Reynolds Law into 2. Highway 55's got to be the 1460 to move on. $14.75, and Reynolds Law will move on. All right, guys, second round. How many cards we got left? We got Reynolds Law with 2, Zizzer with 2, Southern Diecast with his own entry, 5, Stone Cold with his 2, Puff with his 1 so far. So that's 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Mikey Boy with 9. We got 12 cards left. So, first off the trailer will be Southern Diecast taking on Boggs. Boggs going into lane number 1, taking on Southern Diecast. Ooh, good race. Ooh. Southern Diecast going to 1443 to Boggs 1447, and we'll switch. All right, Southern Diecast in 1, Boggs in 2. Boggs got to beat a 1443 to move on. Oh, wow. Southern Diecast getting faster, going to 1441 to Boggs is 1453. Good times, guys. Really good times. And Southern Diecast will move on. Next up, we've got Mikey Boy taking on Reynolds Law. Reynolds Law going lane 2. Mikey Boy in 1. Here we go. Mikey Boy going to 1478 to Reynolds Law's 1481, and we'll switch. All right, Mikey Boy in 2. Reynolds Law in 1. Reynolds Law got to beat a 1478 to move on. No, he does not. He beat Mikey Boy to the line, but he runs a 1480. So Mikey Boy will move on. Next up, we got Stone Cold taking on Zizzer. Zizzer going to go in lane number 1. Stone Cold in 2. Oh. All right, my bad, guys. I had to run that car back. Zizzer going to go in lane number 1. Stone Cold in 2. Yeah, I had a car on the track, so I had to take it off before we got down there. Almost took my hand off. All right, we'll run them again. Here we go. Ooh, Stone Cold going to 1480 to Zizzer's. 1457 to Zizzer's 1480, and we'll switch. Zizzer in 2. Stone Cold in 1. Zizzer got to beat a 1457 to move on. Oh, Stone Cold running a 1459 to Zizzer's 1484, and Stone Cold. Next up, we've got Puff taking on Boggs. Boggs going in lane 2. Puff going in 1. Hopefully this might be a good matchup right here. Oof. Boggs going to 1470 to Puff's 1479, and we'll switch. Puff in 2, Boggs in 1. Got to beat a 1470 to move on. Here we go. Oh, Boggs going to 1460 to Puff's 1470, and Boggs will. Next up, we've got Boggs taking on Reynolds Law. Reynolds Law going to go in 1. Boggs in 2. We'll see what happens. Reynolds Law going to 1463 to Boggs 1469, and we'll switch. Boggs is in 1. Reynolds Law's in 2. Boggs got to beat a 1463 to move on. Reynolds Law going to 1475 to Boggs is 1479, and Reynolds Law will move. All right, last up, we got Zizzer taking on Stone Cold. Zizzer going to go in lane number 1, Stone Cold in 2. Here we go. Zizzer going to 1467 to Stone Cold's 1468, and we'll switch. All right, Scissor in 2. Stone Cold in 1. Stone Cold got to beat a 1465 to move on. No, he does not. Scissor advancing, going to 1477. Stone Cold's 1485. And Scissor will move. All right, guys, we've got 6 cards left. We've got Reynolds Law, Scissor, Boggs, Stone Cold, Mikey Boy, and Southern Diecast. First off the trailer will be Mikey Boy taking on Southern Diecast. Southern Diecast going in lane number 1. Mikey Boy going in 2. Here we go. Oh, wow. Southern Diecast running a 1445 to Mikey Boy's 1472, and we'll switch. All right. Mikey Boy going in 2. Going in lane number 1. Southern Diecast in 2. Let's see, can Mikey Boy's in 1. Got to beat a 1445 to move on. Wow, Southern Diecast running a 1446 to Mikey Boy's 1467, and Southern Diecast. Next up, we've got Stone Cold taking on Reynolds Law. Reynolds Law going into 1. Stone Cold in 2. Ooh. Stone Cold running a 1451 to Reynolds Law's 1458, and we'll switch. All right. Reynolds Law's in 1. Stone Cold in 2. Reynolds Law's got to beat a 1451 to move on. Ooh. Going a 1458 to Stone Cold's 1458. Reynolds Law's 1481. And Stone Cold will move. Next up, we've got Boggs going in 1. Scissor in 2. Oh, man, that was a close race. Boggs going to 1466. Scissors 1467. And we'll switch. All right, Scissor in 1. Boggs in 2. Scissor got beat a 1466 to move on. No, not that time. Going to 1461. The Scissors 1471. And Boggs will move on. All right, guys. We got 3 winners going into the finals. And we got these 3. We'll have to race their way in for 4th and 5th. Or getting on the podium. So, first off, we've got Zizza Prime taking on Mikey Boy. Mikey Boy going into lane number 1. Taking on Zizza. Going in 2. Here we go. Oh, Scissor going to 1482 to Mikey Boy's 1480 to Mikey Boy's 1482, and we'll switch lane. All right, Scissor in 1, Mikey Boy in 2. Mikey Boy got to beat a 1480 to advance. No, Scissor beat it to the line, going to 1477. And Scissor will be facing Reynolds Law. See who more spots in the podium. But big thank you to Mikey Boy. All right, next we've got Reynolds Law taking on Zizzer. Reynolds Law going in 2. Zizzer in 1. Here we go. Zizzer going to 1483 to the 1483 to a 1482, and we'll switch. All right, Reynolds Law got to be the 1482 to go up. He's in 1. Zizzer's in 2. No, Zizzer gets Keith saying, no, 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 son. And Zizzer will be moving up. All right. So, here we go. Boggs will be taking on Stone Cold. Stone Cold going to go in lane 2. Boggs in 1. Here we go. Oh, Stone Cold running a 1455 to a 1473. And Stone Cold will switch lane. All right. So Stone Cold is in 1. Boggs in 2. Boggs got to beat a 1433 or he'll be battling Zizzer for 3rd place on the podium. Let's see what happens. Stone Cold going to 1459 to Boggs' 1450, or Stone Cold running a 1446 to Boggs' 1459, and Boggs will be facing Zizzer for 3rd place. All right, here we go for 3rd place on the podium. Zizzer. Well, I'm going to call him Mighty Man because my man has been battling, son. Let's see. Here we go. I might just call him the old Mighty Man car. Oh. Reynolds, not Reynolds, Boggs going to 1470 to Zizzer's 1475. We'll switch. All right, Zizzer in 2. Boggs in 1. Zizzer got beat a 1470 to move on. Nope. Boggs going to 1459 to Zizzer's 1471. And Boggs will claim 3rd place. Congratulations, both drivers. All right. So the finals of the Matchbox race. Stone Cold taking on Southern Diecast. Stone Cold going in lane number 1. Southern Diecast in 2. Oh boy, here we go. Oh my God. Wow. Stone Cold running a 1439. The Southern Diecast is 1440. And we'll switch lanes. Southern Diecast in 2-1. Stone Cold in 2. Southern Diecast got beat a 1439 to move on to win it. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow. Both good runs. But Stone Cold runs a 1440. The Southern Diecast is 1443. Congratulations. All right, guys. So, in 5th place today, we've got Reynolds Law. 4th place, we got Zizza Prime. 3rd place, we got Boggs. 2nd place, we've got Southern Diecast. And 1st place, we've got Stone Cold. So, All right, guys. The next race, we're going to have a street league. So if any of your cars want to be in the street league and they're already here for this race, y'all want to join in, since you're already here, it won't cost you a dime. So anyhow, the more points you get, the more placements you get in the street league from now to December, championships in December, the more places you're on the podium, the more cars. If you got 5 cars eligible for the championship, 5 podiums, you get 5 cars. If you got 1, you get 1. If you got 10 cars eligible, you get 10 cars in the championship. So that's only in street league, and the results will be coming out for the standings. It's a tight race right now. And so I know Southern Diecast has got, including this car right here, I think he's going to have 4. So anyhow, congratulations, Reynolds Law, Zizzer, Boggs Family Racing, Southern Diecast, and Stone Cold. All right, guys, if you like this kind of content, we got more ripping races on the way, more shootouts from some of the CRK cars. So remember, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.